Somebody else. This week on the Spotlight, Coach Tibbs talks about the Bulls. He has good things to say. We also talk to Nikola Mirotic. First time talking to him, he has some interesting facts. And then we talk to employees from Reggie's because we're trying to de-emphasize the result of the Bears game. That game I'm talking about. Well, they got a touchdown out of it.
Check out my website, benkowski.com, for my weekly article and up-to-the-minute trivia sites. It's the 25th year of the Lansing Floral Sports Spotlight. Flowers for every imaginable occasion at Lansing Floral Shop. Call them at 708-474-1212. They deliver.
You better get to the Cove for Benkowski Trivia. Wednesday, December 17th at 8 p.m., last show of the calendar year. Great people, great game. 1750 East 55th Street. I got more games in January. Stay tuned. The Dirty Sock is a place you need to experience. Alternate Thursdays at 8 p.m. Great food, great drink. 93rd and Roberts Road.
With a 30-year Southwest Side tradition, Huck Finn is open 24 hours to serve you with great breakfasts like the Becky Thatcher, soups, great lunches, 1/3 pound burgers, clubs, and much more. Dinners from seafood to steaks to pasta, great donuts, and ice creams. With 3 locations at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 105th and Cicero. Stop in today. You know Huck Finn is open.
T-Wax Company has real estate investments. You can buy Chicagoland properties and make some money. Profit opportunity since 1985. Call my friend Mr. Thomas at 773-456-3057. Real estate investments make money. Call Mr. Thomas. Union Park Bar and Grill. Open at 11 a.m. daily at Jackson and Racine. Huge full bar, tons of screens, great sandwiches and appetizers. Great staff, they have their own parking lot, daily specials, always fun. Every time I go there, it's great. Union Park Bar and Grill. Lisa Davis Insurance and Tax Services at 10702 Southwestern Avenue, specializing in rollovers, tax recovery, tax resolution, auto, home, life, business insurance. Call them at 773-873-8977 to help you with your federal insurance plan. Lisa Davis. You got to get to the Dirty Sock Thursday, December 18th at 8 p.m. Great food and people. 93rd and Roberts Road. It's a great place. Fun times, great food and drink, and like I said, fun with a capital F. Great crew. Dirty Sock, see ya. We're back in the Spotlight. One of the guys I've been trying to catch up with this season is the pride of Europe, and the guy trying to follow in Paul Gasol's footsteps again, and that is Nikola Mirotic. Some of the guys, particularly Tony, have talked to me about how the second unit wins their fair share of games in practice, and so I bounced that off him and talk about a few other things, including the European connection, and he has some very thoughtful and interesting answers about all these things that I've been wondering about. Come on?
Okay.
All right, so we're talking before the game, and a couple of people told me that your practice sessions have gotten super intense, that the second unit beats the first unit at times, and that you and Gasol are really going at it head-to-head good.
Really, we are always practicing well. This team have this mentality to practice every day hard. It's the only way to be good team. So, and it's true that sometimes second unit beat the first one. But we know that the most important is the first unit, so we always try to compete with them, and it's really good. We are helping each other to progress, and we are doing a great job, really.
I was talking to Coach Pinckney a couple minutes ago, and he used you and Heinrich as an example of people whose improved shooting was helping the team offensively now.
Yeah, one of the things, because they bring me here, is because they know that I'm a shooter and I need to open the floor, and I'm always trying to work extra after practice to stay shooting. I know it's something what I need to be good and shooting, and I think that I'm doing a great job. But the important thing is the team need to be winning, and in the game a lot of time they find me, open shots. So it's really good. I'm enjoy it. I'm practice hard, and I really feel lucky to be here.
During the time you were playing in Europe, the Bulls had your rights, and you were kind of the mystery man. People said, he's coming here one day, he's coming here one day. And we had kind of gone through this with Tony Kukoc.
Yeah.
He's coming here one day, and now you come here. Were you aware of all the attention you were getting before you arrived?
Yeah, I was something reading about that. I know that when Chicago dropped me in 2011, this year I signed a professional contract with Real Madrid for 5 years. So some people were like, oh, come on, he signed 5 years. So, and after a couple of years, the people were starting to follow me to ask if I'm gonna go or not. And but I was waiting for a perfect moment, to come to be ready. And I feel ready to play this year. For this reason, I came. And Chicago, they put a lot of interest on me, and they really want me to come here, and I'm right here. And right now, what I need to do is work every day hard, demonstrate to people that I'm ready, and try to help them to win more games.
The timing is so perfect because not only are there other weapons like you coming off the bench, but Derek is healthy, and he is a guy who likes to distribute the ball.
Exactly. We know that we need Derek. He's the most important player for us, and it's very important to be healthy. And I think he's doing a great job, so just he needs time too, He's playing well, he's practicing, he's mentally very tough this year, so the season gonna be long. So the most important to be healthy all the season, to be healthy for playoffs. So Derek really, I love him like a player. He's really professional. He's helping all the especially young players in the team. He talked with us, so that's really good.
To wrap up, Coach Tibbs was just saying he wants more defense, he wants better defense. He always talks like this. You don't want to peak too soon, but what do you think each player could do to be better defensively?
We need to communicate like a team, We need to help each other, trust each other in defense, And we're gonna be one of the best defense of the league this year for sure, because we are practicing hard. That Chicago last couple of years was one of the best team in defense. So just working hard. This is just the beginning of the season, and keep playing. Trusting each other. That's what we need to do.
And when you block your shots, which is your specialty, clear it yourself and lead it out to the fast break.
Yeah, that's what I like. I like to run of the floor. Always first, to be in the first there, and sometimes it's difficult. But when I'm in the court, it doesn't matter if I 5 or 10, 15 minutes. I'm trying to do the best. Try to give a good energy of the team. Play simple basketball, move the ball. If I open, take a shot. This is important for the coach too, to play simple, to show him that you're gonna do the best for the team, So just patient and play basketball.
Be yourself, and you will be fine.
Exactly. That's what we need to do.
Best of luck.
Okay, my pleasure to talk with you.
Okay.
You've got to get to Lansing Floral Shop. Open at 8 a.m. daily. Besides a great array of live flowers, they have custom silks, Bridgewater candles. They want you to plan your parties early at a wide delivery area. They're located at 3420 Ridge Road in Lansing, or you can call 708-474-1212. Weddings, funerals, birthdays, anniversaries, and guys, try the No Reason flower. Believe me, it works. Lansing Floral Shop. Give them a call, 708-474-1212.
Kim G. Sherman, psychotherapist, Des Plaines Wellness Center. Therapy for individuals, couples, families. Call 847-962-4849. I've known Kim for over 20 years. She is a true professional, and she will help you. Give her a call. Cornelio's Mobile Auto Glass. They come to you. You call them at 773-908-6081. Lowest prices, new and used. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. They'll do your windshield, back window, or sides. They did a great job for me. They'll do a great job for you, and you'll be amazed at how quickly they come in and finish it up. Cornelio's Mobile Auto Glass.
Nuevo Leon, for the best Mexican cuisine since 1962. Serving every day from 7 a.m. to midnight. Conveniently located 1515 West 18th Street, just a block east of Ashland in Chicago. Of course, they have breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and a wide range of menu items. Everything from steak, seafood, to breakfast, to chicken, pork, dine-in, carry-out, tacos, enchiladas, everything you can imagine, and great quality at Nuevo Leon, 1515 West 18th.
It's time to talk Coach Tibbs, and we get a range of emotion this week. He's been in pretty good mood so far, but I sense, and I'm projecting a little, that he's not liking some of the quotes coming from his own players about why they're not playing the defense that he's accustomed to seeing. You know, this is a league of adjustments. The Bulls crank up the D, the other teams find a hole in it, and now they're looking for, the Bulls that is, how to crank it up a little harder again. You got 50 games to go, but you want to see progress, and Coach Tibbs not exactly too happy with it right now, and you'll see a little bit of that unhappiness come out in the Q&A coming up.
Tom, looking at numbers, you guys in terms of opponent's field goal percentage, still good, but giving up more points. Is it contesting threes that's kind of the crux of that problem?
Yeah, well, you look at a number of different things when you're measuring your defense, and, you know, it's who are you playing, you know, what do they average, what are the strengths of the club, what are you trying to take away, then you measure, you know, your ability to protect the paint, protect your basket, challenge shots. Are you executing correctly? Are you tied together? There's a rebounding component. There's a challenging shot component. There's also measuring, you know, the three-point shot. You know, are you giving up? Like a big thing for me is how many attempts are you giving up? So I think we're in the top 5 in that. Made threes, we're in the top 5 in that. You know, and overall offensive efficiency, we're in the top 10. Defensive efficiency in the top 10. So you're striving for the top 10. I think that we're capable of being top 5, and that's where we have to improve on both sides. And so you're looking at a compilation of things, and then when you're playing great players, you have to make decisions as to what you're going to do. Are you going to put 2 on the ball? And if you are, what are you going to be willing to live with? Because anytime you put 2 on the ball, you're giving something up. Not that you're going to allow them to just shoot it, but that's where you require guys being tied together, and where you have to make multiple efforts. So there's a number of things that you look at. You know, I think the big thing, you know, when you're striving for improvement is the work you put into it. How well are you practicing? Who's practicing? Because this is not an individual sport, it's a team sport. And so you need everyone working together, and they have to work hard. So there's a price to pay, and you have to be willing to pay it.
When your players talk about a lack of trust or trust issues when it comes to defense, how do you go about getting that back?
That's garbage. That's garbage. Trust, it's work. It's work. That's how you build trust. So you got to know what you're doing. You got to be tied together. You got to work at it. You know, it's a cop-out.
Isn't the core of this team worked with each other long enough now?
Not enough.
But that trust would not be considered an issue?
You know, where you get trust is from the work. The magic is in the work. It's working together. It's timing. It's being tied together. One guy being off is going to hurt you. So you need everyone working together, and it doesn't end. You know, you're not going to have it figured out in 3 days. You're trying to do something great. Nothing great was ever achieved without great work and great effort. And it's really that simple.
How different is it for Joe to play the power forward defensively?
Not at all. That's what he did last year. I don't get you guys saying that. That's what he did last year. Boozer guarded the centers. He guarded the power forwards. So there's no change. So I don't know where that's coming from.
Are you at all concerned about the home record?
I'm very concerned. I'm very concerned about everything. You have to be. You know, it's every day. You got to put the proper amount of work in. It never ends. Everyone's capable of beating you. There's no shortcuts. You know, we got to go.
Tom, Taj said the trust comment in the context of a lot of new faces and guys getting used to each other's tendencies. Do you subscribe to that theory or not?
No, because what we have is, it was the start of the game, and those guys have been around, and it was the finish of the game. So, you know, the trust, I said, it comes from work. Where does trust come from? It comes from work. It's knowing that when you've done something over and over and over again, that you know that person's going to be there. Simple.
You said this morning that Joe is day-to-day, but as of now, is the plan for him to travel Saturday with you guys to Miami?
We're just worried about tonight.
Getting back to the home record, do you ever dabble in I don't know if you'd call it psychology, but finding some creative method to get your team together and maybe position it? I know back Johnny Bach in the old Bulls days.
Great coach.
You would use some military references, and he used to kind of get the guys a little revved up about protecting the turf, if you will.
Yeah.
What about something like that?
Yeah, no, it's all part of it. Being ready to play. I think establishing a routine, understanding what goes into winning, and you have to start fast. I think the mentality, it will be okay. It's a long season. That doesn't work, you know. And oftentimes for us, we're coming here off a back-to-back. That's the way it is. So we got to be ready to play, and whatever the circumstances are, whoever is out, they're out. The next guy get in there, get the job done. So, you know, the self-motivation. Hopefully, you have the right guys, and I believe we do. And so, we're capable of doing a lot better, and we're going to have to play with a lot more urgency. And it's easy to say it's the preseason. It's easy to say it's the first month. It's easy to say it's the second month, and then before you know it, it's the season. It doesn't work like that. You got to be ready every night in this league, and that's what the great team.
With a 30-year Southwest Side tradition, Huck Finn is open 24 hours to serve you with great breakfasts like the Becky Thatcher, soups, great lunches, 1/3 pound burgers, clubs, and much more. Dinners from seafood to steaks to pasta, great donuts, and ice creams. With 3 locations at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 105th and Cicero. Stop in today. You know Huck Finn is open. Go play at Red Shoes Billiards, 12009 South Pulaski in Alsip, featuring 16 Brunswick Gold Crown pool tables, drop fluorescent lighting fixtures, and the fabulous grade of cloth. Call 708-388-3700. And now video gaming is available at Red Shoes from open till close. And don't forget, the Illinois Lottery, too. That's Red Shoe Billiards, 12009 South Pulaski. You know you should get to the Dirty Sock on alternate Thursdays at 8 p.m. when I do my trivia game. They have great food, great drink, great people at 93rd and Roberts Road. It's a fun place. I've been going there for years. So start coming out on Thursday nights at least. I'll see you at 8 o'clock. We'll have fun. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair at 108th and Kedzie does tune-ups, transmission, AC service, engine repair, tire repair, oil changes, and emission system repair. They're open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., and they've done a great job for me. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair at 108th and Kedzie. First quarter Bears Monday Night Football. And guess what? Off a tip, Jay Cutler throws a pick. It's getting to the point where if the Bears aren't behind in a quarter, you're happy, but things are a little tenuous. There were some missed opportunities, but we'll see. Anyway, usually in recent games, the talk is more about the establishment. We're here at Reggie's. They had a superb band moments ago, and the food and drink are good, I think. Tell us your name and what you think of the place.
My name is Beth Johnson, and this is my first time being here, and I really enjoyed the band. I did have the buffet. Everything was delicious. It was all very spicy. And there was a really awesome trivia game that went on tonight. We lost, but it was fun.
But there's one more to go.
There is, though. There's still hope.
Well phrased. Okay, let's go to your friend and tell us your name. Tell us a little bit, first of all, about the jersey you're wearing and your little bit sadness tonight.
Well, my name is Gretchen, and I'm wearing the Marshall jersey, and I'm sad that he's injured and not able to play, and that he was as hurt as bad as he was, and I hope him a fast, quick recovery, especially considering the holiday season. And I'm glad to be here at Reggie's, and I'm having an excellent time. The service and entertainment has been wonderful, and the food is super fresh and healthy, and for someone like me, that's what I'm looking for. And the beer is flowing. We're having a great time.
Wow, I didn't even need to ask anything. That was pretty good. You have television hosting duties in your future. But first, we'll get back to the second quarter, and then we'll play trivia here, which we do every Monday, whether or not there's a Bears game. And then the Saints, very tricky, breeze to the right and a touchdown, and they beef it up. Well, this thing's ridiculous and out of hand, but Reggie's is still a cool place, and I know an interesting football team that you may have seen recently, and my friend here likes this team. Tell him your name and your favorite team.
My name is Sherman. I love America's team, the Dallas Cowboys.
You know, there was a day when I'd get all bent out of shape about you doing that, but, I mean, at this point, I got to appreciate a winner, and the Cowboys are that. I've picked them in my selection pool many times this year, and even though they didn't come through for me on Thanksgiving Day, they rebounded well in their next game against the Eagles.
Well, that's right. You know, it's been a long time coming. You know, the Cowboys have a lot of talent on their team. They got a great quarterback. They just now gelling together. And I think that the big thing is that the defense just shocked the world. They just come through and help us win games.
How long you been a Dallas fan?
Oh, since I was a little kid. My dad's a Cowboys fan, so, you know, I inherited it.
Yeah, other than Packers fans, who I got to call flat out annoying, there are pockets of these Cowboy fans, and even though it's irksome in Chicago, you got to admit they've won a lot. You got a lot of rings and that whole hoopla with that 100,000-seat stadium. There's a lot going on. Are you ever plans to go there?
Absolutely. Actually, I'm going to go visit my family here the early part of next year, and hope I get to see my Cowboys do well in the playoffs.
Okay. And while we're here, there's one other venue that you play trivia at, and there's a business that you should do a plug for. Do those two things at this time.
Well, every other Wednesday at the Cove on 55th Street in Hyde Park, we have trivia there that begins at 8 o'clock. There's a lot of good times, and also the drink specials are really good. Have a good time there, even though I haven't won there as much as I'd like to. Also, I'd like to put a plug into Prestige Chiropractic. If you or anybody you know needs a good chiropractor or a great massage therapist, we have massage therapy, personal training, physical therapy, and we're located in South Shore.
It's a beautiful thing. So, see, it took your mind off the pain of this football game, at least for a minute or two, didn't it?
I eat on the pasta twice.
Salerno's Restaurant and Pizzeria at Grand and Racine is the place to go before United Center Pavilion, Bulls, Hawks, Cubs, and Sox too. Dine in or carry out with great family recipes, including homemade pastas, steaks, seafood, a great fun bar area. Meet people, have a tremendous time. At Salerno's Restaurant and Pizzeria, Grand and Racine, you'll find a great variety of foods for you to enjoy at Salerno's.
Perfect Pitch Auto Repair at Watt 108th and Kedzie is great. Tune-ups, transmissions, AC service, engine repair, tire repair, oil changes. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. They do a great job for me, and they'll do a great job for you. They're quick, and they don't charge an arm and a leg. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair, 108th and Kedzie. You've got to get to Shelton Fireworks, the world's largest warehouse, off Interstate 94, exit 22B in Porter, Indiana. Row after row of the best fireworks anywhere, from the little ones to the grand finales that'll end your show. Birthdays, anniversaries, graduations, in addition to the 4th of July. Just get over there to Shelton Fireworks now.
then you can reload by the time summer comes. Shelton Fireworks, I-94, exit 22B in Portage.
Reggie's is a great place with tons of music, interesting people and staff, great food and drink at 21st and State. And amongst the cool things they have, Benkowski Trivia. All shows are now Monday at 6 p.m. Reggie's, 21st and State, a fun place. I know some people who aren't letting the score get in the way of their good time. Drown your sorrows.
Hey, we love Reggie's. Cheers,
Reggie's is awesome! Reggie's! Yeah! Yeah!
Now, that's what you do when you don't like the score, or even if you do like the score. Let's find out their individual thoughts. Tell us your name and what you think of the bar or the game.
Love Reggie's, hate the game.
And about Reggie's?
Oh, I love Reggie's. Absolutely.
Okay.
Bring back karaoke.
Very, very, very good and to the point. All right, tell us your name and tell us a little about your shirt, too.
Christian, Pulp Fiction, classic. Reggie's is awesome. Bears suck this year only. Next year they'll be better.
Okay. Thank you. All right, tell us your name and tell us a little about your trivia performance.
Oh, hey, I'm Ashley, and my performance at trivia tonight was really bad because I kept picking 4th grade math and numbers are terrible in my head. But Reggie's is a fine establishment.
Glad you're enjoying yourself. All right, let's go this way. Tell everybody who you are and your thoughts at this point in the evening.
My name is Herman Montague, and my thoughts are that the Bears, they are at least an entertaining, if not good team. You can't ever expect what's going to happen, but it does anyway.
Is there another NFL team you prefer?
I used to root for the Bengals back like 20 years ago when the Bengals were terrible, in the hopes that the Bengals would leave the field and the Cincinnati Reds would come onto the field instead of them and play football instead of Bengals. Just do a whole team swap. Like, it'd be a great fun for everyone involved, but no, it never happened. So really, it's just the Bears. At this point in time, it's just the Bears.
This would be a good season to be a Bengal fan.
It really would. It really would.
Might want to rethink that. All right, let's go this way. All right, Mr. PBR, tell everybody who you are and what you're enjoying about the evening.
Oh, I'm Aaron Purvis. I'm loving that, that my fantasy team is doing awesome tonight. So I'm going to the championship game, and other than that, go Sox.
Yeah, that's a very warming thought. I look at those half a dozen acquisitions and I said, that's a nice off-season, eh?
Yeah, definitely. Most definitely. We're contenders now, so...
Both sides of the city.
What's that?
Both sides of the city are...
Yeah, both sides, but yeah, it's true. But I think the Sox have a better chance this year.
If it means anything, I think the Cubs will have a winning season. I think the White Sox might have a playoff season.
I do think that it's finally the year for the Cubs to have the winning season.
This week's show has been brought to you by the Lansing Floral Shop. Call for your flowers at 708-474-1212. Huck Finn, a great wide-ranging menu, along with donuts and ice cream. Open 24 hours at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 105th and Cicero. Imprint Graphics, leaders in booklet, perfect bound saddle stitch, very competitive pricing. Call 708-396-1010.